Hi guys, I'm Daddy Freeze, convener of the Free the Sheeple movement and leader of the Free Nation in Christ. I greet you and I bring glad tidings. Buy direct from USA.com. Everything you need in Nigeria directly from the United States of America. Clothes, accessories, whatever it is you need from the USA in Nigeria. Buy direct from USA.com. Now, if you are in Nigeria and you want to make yourself more marketable, especially those of you who are jack buying or who are considering jack buying in the next few months or couple of years, it'll be good if you learned how to cook and learned how to be a chef. They are two different things. Learn how to cook is for your own good. Learn how to be a chef is adding a skill set to your marketability, meaning you can go abroad and work in a restaurant. You can go abroad and set up a Nigerian restaurant. You can go abroad and partner with people and go into the food business, demand, supply, whatever it is. You can work in a five-star hotel. You can go abroad and even further your education and do tests, blah, 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 blah. Taste Buds Culinary Academy is here to help you with that. Take down this number, it's really important. Plus 234 909 644 8433. Enroll in the Culinary Academy today or visit the website www.tastebudsng.com. Check it out now. Once again, the number is plus 234 909 644 8433. Somebody said, help us pin it. Now, this is not a freebie and it is not cheap. Nothing good is ever cheap. You guys will say, oh, Daddy Freeze, I like your Benz, I like your Benz, I like your Benz. Do you think it is cheap? The one that is cheap is the one I park behind the Camry. I drive it every day. Nobody says, oh, Daddy Freeze, you have a nice car. Meanwhile, I've had that car for 14 years or 13 years. The one that you want, please help me type it. The ones that you want, that one that your eye is inside, is not cheap. I'm not saying it's going to be expensive, it's going to be worth your money. There's a difference between something being affordable, something being cheap, and something being good value for your money. I'll give you an example. Air France business class is 10 million. British Airways business class is about 12 million. British Airways economy class is about 7 million. Air France business class is more expensive than British Airways economy class, but it is more value. Some people don't understand value. The fact that something is cheaper does not mean it's valuable, and the fact that something is more expensive does not mean it's valuable. There are some things that would add value to you. Think about it in that proper context. If you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen, pop my money guns. Guys, I have a lot of meetings tomorrow, so I might not be on for more than 15 or 20 minutes, unless you make it worth my while. I'm not going to sit up here in the middle of the night and somebody buy one money gun here and somebody buy one star here and I'm going to stay. No, I have what will make me money tomorrow. So let me just do this quickly, um, attend to everything that I need to attend to, and go to bed. Unless, of course, you make it worth my while. Time is money, they say. That lady said she bought economy class for 8 million. If you fly British Airways, you can see 8 million business economy class. It's very possible. Especially if you want to go, Maybe now the season in that December, November, December. You know how much we're seeing tickets. So, but I don't want to get involved. It's you can actually get economy class tickets for 8.5. You know how much is the $10? You can actually get economy class ticket for two people. Maybe not for one person. Nah, that's a bit much. One economy class ticket, I doubt. But you can get two people economy class ticket, 8.5 million, very easily. And sorry, because I travel with taste buds, so I buy two tickets at once. So we see 8.5 million economy. You will see 13 million business class. Forget it. Anybody, unless when somebody wants to lie to you. And I don't like lying to myself. Some uncle tickets to America are massive expensive. Absolutely. Absolutely. Anyway, what I'm here for is I wish Sabio, I don't know if Sabio is here. He raised some valid points. The more I watch this MohBad's drama, the more I realize that it's such an emotionally charged topic. It is such an emotionally. Someone said Emirates economy is better than Air France. Absolutely. Qatar business class is better than British Airways first class. Qatar economy and British Airways business class are about the same. Let's not go there anyway. Anybody that flies British Airways, I booked the British Airways one leg economy. Sorry, I said economy, business class, Qatar to London. And it was the most expensive leg of the whole flight. And I thought my wife would be so happy that, oh God, we're flying British Airways business class. My wife moaned and groaned from when we took off to which kind of business class is this? Please, 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 please take me back to Qatar. I'm gonna say Air France, very useless. Samaria, that means say no good like British Airways at all. Be that if you think Air France no good. Okay, so that's taste bud. She has pinned her number right there. Just follow if those of you who want to learn and of course support the Daddy Freeze family by going to lend yourself and sponsor somebody. Go there and ask questions. Like I said, it is not cheap. So, anyway, somebody did send me a money gun. Let me give a big shout out to them. Big shout out to Brandy33 on TikTok. Pop my money guns. Follow my number one gifter. Let me continue with the conversation that brought us here in the first place. So, this is a very emotionally charged. This whole MohBad drama is a very emotionally charged topic, and I'll tell you why. It is very polarizing, and there are two people or two sets of people: the female minded people, that is the ladies and those who tend to support women, support Wumi, that's MohBad's wife, and the men and the male supportive people support MohBad's dad. I listened once again to MohBad's father's take, and to be very honest, I made a mistake. I thought he said he saw a will that was thumb printed. What he said was he heard of a will that was thumb printed. Hearing is not enough. I want to be as emotionally detached from this matter as possible. Hearing is not enough. And if he said he heard of a will and the management has come out and said there is no such will, then I don't think it's a conversation worth even having. Secondly, he got to the scene and said he saw a lawyer. There is, instead of a doctor, there is absolutely nothing wrong with a lawyer being at a scene like that, especially when there's family issues and you need legal advice, when you are dealing with contentious issues, even if it is your child involved and you are in a divorce process, you would want a lawyer present. Each time I went to see my own biological children in school, because my ex was involved, I always requested for a lawyer present. Let's detach emotions from it. You know, this family has been in turmoil for a while. There's a lot of back and forth in accusing from this camp, accusations from this camp, accusations, counter accusations to this camp, and back and forth. There is nothing wrong with them inviting a lawyer. So the father said he went there and he saw a lawyer, not a doctor. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Where you know things are critical. Dr. John J, baddest guy ever lived. I did not want to stay long today, but I see Dr. John J. I know say he like to pop money gun. Someone said the father is illiterate. Let's not descend into name calling, but we need to be honest. You are all emotionally charged. Religion did this to you guys. Religion did this to you. Just take it from me. You think with your emotions. I was watching the doctor who came here the other day. He was saying a patient came to see him. He gave a patient things to do. The patient went to use anointing oil because a pastor said, the lady that I brought here who had her womb removed and her mammary glands, she told her mother she had cancer. Her mother said, God forbid. The doctor that did my child's surgery on her head for the melanoma said there is a ward in the hospital where they keep the God forbid people. I reject it. It's not my portion. Then the thing starts to grow. I don't know who it is that I'm connected with. We think with our emotions. And this is a very emotionally charged topic. I'm not saying the father is wrong. I'm not saying Wumi is wrong. I am saying both parties, the supporters of both parties, are thinking with the emotions. The father said the father is suspicious of Wumi. Wumi's camp is suspicious of the father. And they are both thinking emotionally. A lot of people are saying a father cannot lie on his son. That's a big lie. I'm 47 years old. If you have seen half, hey, Coach Dr. J, I know say go begin the pop money gun. If you have seen half of what I've seen in this life, you will know that twins can lie on themselves. Twins. As I'm talking to you, my mother's family in Romania are at war or were at war over land matter. Same thing with my father's family in Nigeria. One of the reasons why I'm very uninterested in houses and landed property is the amount of war it can bring among descendants and children and grandchildren later on. The way people fight over land, home and abroad, you'll be amazed. You will see cousins that will lie. So that one that his father cannot lie, his father wants the best. Most parents want what they think is the best for their children, which is not always the best. I'm not saying this in any way, in any way derogatory to MohBad's dad, but I'm telling you, there was a lady I brought to my life that told her story. She said she wanted to get married, Ghanaian lady who wanted to get married to an Igbo man, and the mother refused. She dated the guy for 6 years, and the mother kept refusing. Now she doesn't have womb again, and the guy has gone off to marry somebody else. Can you really tell me that that mother wanted the best intention for her child? She wanted what she thought was the best intention. That's why I tell my parents, I say, you cannot make decisions for me. You don't know what is best for me. You don't understand my journey. You don't understand where I'm going to. You will always do what you think is better. But is it really better? No. Someone said, let's talk about that Cameroon match today. If you know me and you know me very well, you know I'm so uninterested in football that I'll rather watch somebody wash my car than watch a football match. So it is, if it is football that you are looking to get from Daddy Freeze, a conversation about football, forget it. I have no interest in football. None. If you like, Nigeria should play. In fact, if Nigeria should play against Mars, I'm uninterested. I'm not a football lover, so I don't like the game. And even if I did, which I don't even know what to say. So count me out of it. You guys can go and support whoever it is you want to support in your football. Just leave me out of it. I have so many things to do or watch. I'd rather watch Netflix. So someone said I don't enjoy football at all. I will, if you tell me wash somebody else's car safe or watch football, I'll wash that person's car. I have zero, as in you guys can't believe it, zero interest. Not small interest too. Zero. I'll only watch football because I go to somebody's house and they're watching football and there's nothing else I can watch. And I said I was visiting, like imagine I go to Samaria's house and I want to go and visit Samaria. And I get there and Samaria is watching football. I'll not tell them to change it. So I will sit down with you because I know I've said I'll come and stay with you for 2 hours. So that 2 hours, whatever you are doing, I will do it with you. I'm your guest. But that I will, I don't have DSTV in my house. Because the only reason why I'll probably have DSTV, all the movies I want are on Netflix. I've not finished watching the ones that are on Netflix. I'll now go and carry it. The only reason why I probably will have DSTV is for CNN. I had DSTV for 10 years. I don't remember ever turning on the sports channel, except for Formula One. If I visit the host and the host is sleeping and they give me remote control, nothing will carry me go football. Nothing in this world, unless it's a contentious match like the last one. I said Nigeria will lose, so I won the match. I watched the match, so I wanted to see Nigeria lose. I predicted that match. I said we're going to lose. Someone said, for me, life is meaningless without football. As in, someone said I'm missing. Do you know how old I am? Football where I no watch from small picking. I've tried. There's nothing I've not done to watch football. If you are paying me to host a football show, which I've done in the past, I'll go and watch the highlights. I know I've done that before and ask questions about it, but that I will sit down with my time. I want to enjoy is where they are showing football that I'll go and, no. This man, go and sleep, Joe. See the way you are disturbing us. Official David Riches. Why does somebody subsumed in poverty add riches to his name? Official David. Why don't you change the riches to Olori Buruku? Why don't you change the riches to Official David Sokawe? Because you must have grown up inside the Sokawe. Ọlọ́pọ̀lọ́ ṣáláńgá wèrè tí wárápá ti mú lẹ́pọ̀n wá wá sórí live tèmi ó ní I should go and sleep, Joe. See the way you are disturbing us. Who are you? Wárápá ti da láìfẹ́ rú bó ṣe wà yẹn. Ó ti gbé ẹlẹ́pọ̀n, ó ti gbé ẹ́ńṣì gidi. Já lórí live mi, má jẹ́ rí ẹ. Don't let me see you here again. Don't let me see you here again. I'm not in a particularly good mood. That thing you're looking for, I will give it to you. I will serve it to you with stew and sauce. I have to make big drink. It's egg. So can I please continue? Dr. John J has been popping my money gone. He's making today worth it for me. If not, I will have gone since. So I'm going to open up the phone lines. I'm looking for lawyers. I want to have educated people here today. I'm so sorry. Those of you that don't go to much school and use Agidi to just hack life, today is not your day. There are days when I bring you, but today is the day I'm bringing lawyers. I was looking for Sabio. He wanted to come the other time. I didn't see the request on time. So I've said my part of it. Um, this is a situation where everybody is right and everybody is wrong at the same time. I call it the Schrodinger's cat paradox, where the cat is both the cat don't buy and the cat they are alive at the same time. Everybody is right and everybody is wrong at the same time. The only thing I can deduce 100% is Naira Marley and Sam Larry have nothing to do with the demise of MohBad, as in zero, because we now know that it is a family matter. MohBad and his best friend inside car started a quarrel. MohBad got out angry, give blow to glass break, cut in hand, him begin bleed. They go find nurse. The nurse wey they suppose bring, the nurse no come. They bring another nurse. The nurse can't give am injection. Him come from there log out. Nothing concern Naira Marley or anybody inside as he take by. Maybe if they are raising issues of bullying or money where they owe, where they suppose pay, that one a totally different chapter. But make we no joy oranges and lemons. They are not the same. Let's try to separate what we are doing. And if we truly want justice for MohBad, we cannot get justice for MohBad by getting injustice for Naira Marley. How do you know that? Because everybody, so you can see that the family is no longer talking about Naira Marley and Sam Larry. The family is talking about what is the matter, the will. The family is talking about DNA. The family is talking about there was never a will. But because, like I said, it's an emotionally charged issue, and that's the danger of social media and incomplete narratives. You see, when you go to a court, for you to be a lawyer, you have to go to law school for 6 years or 5 years, and then you have to go to regular uni for 5 years and law school for 2 years. It's about 7 years. It takes about 7 years to make a lawyer. Then, for you to be a judge, you have to spend another 3-4 years, sometimes 10 years before you can be a judge. Then one comedian for social media with rough packing go can't do judge work. No. Because he didn't read something or somebody say something for WhatsApp or he see something wey be like, no. A proper judgment is done after listening carefully to both parties, to the argument of both parties, and the availability of evidence and the presentation of that evidence in context with the matter at hand. Legally, none of you gave Naira Marley or Sam Larry a fair hearing. You were emotionally charged. They did not do the boy well. We understand. Yes, something should be done about that. We understand. But that because they did not do the boy well, because they got into fights with the boy while he was alive, because of one or two things they did, automatically now them empire, that's you being unjust. It is two types of mentality: religion bringing you black and white thinking, and ajeke omoku, the witch cry pikin pied. That mentality say because winch don't cry, pikin don't buy, now the winch buy am. Justice is not like that. Sometimes because person here say winch don't cry, if he quickly go buy the pikin knowing that they will blame the winch. Have you ever thought of that before? Someone said, no be them, but the bully pain me. You are right there. He pain all of us. Ajeka omoku or ajeke omoku, whichever one way they say it. They will just say, hey, now this one do am because this one don't. It doesn't work like that. And what he did was the time you spent running after Naira Marley, the real culprits were getting away with the buying. While everybody was charged and running around looking for Naira Marley. And one other thing, I'm going to say this, and none of you is going to be happy. None of you is blaming MohBad. MohBad himself had a troubled life. He was, you know, he has also to receive a little bit of blame. He was quite reckless. May he still rest in peace. You don't want to hear that part. And that's going to make getting justice for him very hard. Because justice is not justice until it is justice. It can never be justice if you don't deal with every issue on the ground. We're waiting for the autopsy results. They said it's going to take a couple of months. We've been waiting. And one thing these people don't realize is the longer they wait, the more the case. Someone said he had a troubled life and didn't seek help. Maybe he sought help, but from the wrong places. Normal Nigerian idea of seeking help, not church. Did he go through the proper channels? Someone said, how did MohBad live a reckless? You are asking that question. Oh, you're calling lying Bajuni now. How did he live a reckless life? Use your tongue and count your teeth. Nobody me go tell you that one. Go and follow the story. That time you're using to watch football, go and sit down and watch the case from beginning to the end. John said, not his fault, I blame his parents. You can't blame his parents either. What else would you have wanted them to do? What else would you have wanted them to do? Didn't you watch all his videos? As in, is he everything they use mouth and tell you? Is he everything they use mouth and tell you? You're looking for who you hold, who you people will hold. I'm sorry, but you can't get justice if you are dishonest. And he who comes to equity must come with clean hands. He who comes to equity must come with clean hands. So, whatever happened in his life, he's going to get some blame. Wife's going to get some blame. Father's going to get some blame. Record label's going to get some blame. Best friend's going to get some blame. It's not one thing or one person that led to the demise of MohBad. It's a chain reaction. So, at the end of the day, I'm not going to say, but you know. And us hopping around looking for somebody to blame is part of us denying the reality of the situation. So if you're lawyers, I'm going to bring you up for a few minutes. I'm going to do 10 more minutes. I said I was going to do 15 minutes totally, but Dr. John J has been popping my money gun, so make I just heal him Dr. John J, Scrum Vibes. Just popped 5 money guns back to back. I told the bad in the guy. So, guys, are there any lawyers in the house? Let me hand over to the lawyers. If you're not a lawyer, if you're a lawyer, please send me a request. Let me bring you in. I have 10 more minutes. Hello, Miriam. Miriam,
Oh, hi.
what are you doing?
Uh, Hi, Daddy Freeze. How are you?
Very well, thank you. What were you doing?
Oh, I was taking my kids' shower. The boys, they're dirty boys. They don't like to when they shower themselves. They're not that clean, so
Okay,
I
very
have to
good.
shower.
So, are you a lawyer?
No, I'm not a lawyer. Yeah, I'm not a lawyer, but it's just the only thing I wanted to say on this mobile case. Uh,
Mm,
it's not going anywhere.
mm,
It's not going anywhere because I feel like I'm in the United States of America. I think if it's here, it would have been um it would have been done,
mm.
or they would have find what they need to find because it's like it's it's doing too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been the case would have been in the middle by now,
Mm,
and they would have already did like the autopsy and everything would have been done by now
mm,
if it was um if it was the United States of America. Because they would have their evidence and they would want to know who was at the house, who was with him in the hospital, all those things.
mm.
And I just feel like all the family, what they're doing right now, it doesn't make any sense. But all of them need to come together and they need to be united. But now they're not united. It's not really nice. When somebody is pie. I mean, you guys instead of being separated, you guys need to be together to find what happened with him and when they're gonna do everything with the burial and stuff like that. All this they should come together instead of fighting for property, fighting for this. It don't make no sense. That is my own take to the mobile case because it's getting too much every day. That I know the dad has been a lot. He's the one that trained him until came up and be a musician and all this thing. But the interview that he's doing, it's really not good. It's really not good. It's not nice. For the fact is Mobile and his wife have a child together, that child gonna grow up and listen to all those interview from him, and he probably not gonna want anything to do with him. You know, it's somebody needs to tell him to stop. It's not
Mm.
because of the mother. For him, if they did the DNA test and find out that's Mobile's biological son, he's already messed up the relationship between him and Mobile biological son because of him doing all this interview saying bad thing about his mom. You understand? Yeah, it's not nice at all. Somebody need to talk to him. I know he's been through a lot for his son, but he need to calm down when it comes to stuff that he's saying because the internet don't lie, and now we have social media. Even if it takes that many years, that boy when he grow up, he can see all those stuff.
All right,
It's not
madam.
for now, it's for the
Thank you
future.
so much for that. We have another person. I want to hear from him too. Brother,
Okay,
Okay.
Daddy Freeze.
how are you
Good
doing?
morning.
Good
Yeah,
evening.
good
Good
morning.
morning.
Good morning. My own take on this mobile matter is that I think that boy is a light. That boy has something. He has a message to deliver to Nigerians. Something is
Okay.
really coming up about his matter.
Okay.
But Nigerians are not really focusing on the right. Nigerians are off the track. They are not on track at all. That is why they are not getting justice for Mubad. They are off the track. They only think in only one directions,
Okay.
or just
Explain to
one
me what you
direction.
mean. Maybe I'm not following.
Good. Now the police, no Nigerians has ever have personal relationship with the police and ask the police what is actually going on this matter. They only come to social media to address the matter. I hope you're with me, sir.
I'm listening to you clearly.
Okay. Now this boy, since it has happened that this boy, since the death of this boy, they arrested Naramali and what's it called, Sam Larry.
Mhm.
Nigerians have been focusing on those two people. And the boy made a statement. There was an audio. The boy mentioned his wife, and secondly mentioned what's it called, Naramali record label, that he should be held responsible for his death. Nobody's looking at the wife's side too.
Oh, a lot of people are looking at the wife side. And that
Yes,
also
but
throws a lot of light on the
people are
boy's.
diverting.
Hold on, sorry, sir. That also
Okay.
throws a lot of light on the boy's state of mind. That young man was troubled. He was not okay.
Yes, he was troubled. Yes, he
When
was
you
troubled.
are, when everybody is at fault, it is showing signs of paranoia. I
Yes.
might not be a psychologist or a psychiatrist, but I see what I would describe as paranoid delusions. Unless I want to be
Yes,
dishonest with myself, with Mobad, and with you guys. That boy was going
yes.
through something.
He was going through a lot. Yes, he was
And
going through a
I'm
lot.
not going to blame the entirety of what he was going through on his music or his marriage or his record label.
Yes,
Anybody who is a psychiatrist or who has dealt with people would know what I'm saying without saying what I'm saying. You know it. Your brain can
I know.
decode it. Uh-huh.
Yes, exactly,
So
exactly.
what Mobad is saying and his songs he's singing, you cannot bring them as evidence because you cannot trust the state of his mind.
Exactly.
Uh-huh. So continue.
Uh-huh. So where I'm going now is that I want Nigerians to just team up. If they actually want justice from Mohbad, they should team up and sit with the police authorities. Police will actually give them answers they want.
That the first
They
good
should go to the
evening.
police. Are you with me, Daddy Freeze?
Yes, I can hear you.
They shouldn't run away from the police. They should keep the negative part of the police
Good evening, Daddy
one side,
Prince.
the service
Good
aside.
evening.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Yeah. I'm sorry to. I don't agree with you. Um, I don't totally agree with you. I'm sorry.
With me or with the guy?
With this guy, Daddy Freeze.
Okay. Why?
Yes, because It's so hard. I don't listen. It's when mobile was by. I started listening to mobile music. I normally play his music when I'm going to bed all the time. You understand? So it's heartbreaking the story. I'm angry that it freeze because why is the dad granting interview all the time? Is it because of the peanuts they are paying him? This is not how to go about it. Yeah. I I,
Uh,
I totally
in
I
the
totally
dad's
agree with this
defense,
moment.
in the dad's defense, the father too is going through a lot, and he more or less raised Mobad.
Yes, that the phrase. I agree. But I should expect him as his
father, I should expect him to be more matured than even the wife, the other siblings. You understand? Because it's the dad.
You can't
You
teach people how
understand?
to mourn, to be honest, though.
No, but that the way this man is mourning is totally wrong. I'm not going to judge him. I'm not talking from sentiments, Daddy Freeze. If I have a dad like that, Daddy Freeze, I'll be so angry. And I know MohBad is not happy with his dad.
Is MohBad happy with
His dad
himself?
is not helping the
Hold on.
investigation. That's
Is
my
MohBad
thought.
happy with himself?
No, he was not happy. He was
With
traumatized
himself.
before the
Traumatized by
Jesus.
who? Traumatized by what? That is something a lot of us are not coming to reality.
Yes. You know, Daddy Freeze, you know what? When you first came to life today,
Yes.
you know, I wanted to be in the life. I listened to you, but I was having driving school lesson. You understand? Even I was still a little bit watching you. And my
Now that they do driving school for midnight.
and my coach told me, no, you cannot be on this live. You have to switch up your phone. You understand? Because I always want to listen to you and see everything. You understand? But I couldn't do that. You understand me? So, but when you brought it back, you see, I'm going to work by 6. You understand? I'll get ready by 6 to go to work. But when I saw you on the notification that you're live, I said, okay, it's MohBad topic. I said, okay, maybe that the fees can definitely bring me up if I send a request this time. You understand? The dad is not helping matter that the freeze. He should work with the police. Let him work with the police, not the public.
You women should also come up and assist the man. You are the one hindering the investigation. You women.
It's not helping matters.
Nigerian women, you are the one hindering this investigation. You Nigerian women.
Why is this the property is what is important to that man now?
Nigerian women.
Isn't that one
Ada, what do you want, my love?
We are concerned about justice. Naira Marley, Sam Larry,
okay, my attention.
I know they don't have anything to do with it. You understand? But they bully him. They frustrated him. That part. MohBad need justice on that part as well. You understand? And people that is surrounded with him, they know a lot that happened to him. The family, the friends, the close ones. You understand? So,
okay, I want to bring somebody new. My dear friend, sorry, the lady up, you've said yes. Let me bring. Thank you so much for that. Go and back the boys.
Guys. All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
So what I expect that to do is to work hand in hand with the authority. And Daddy Freeze, please, Daddy Freeze, I'm frustrated. I want to ask this question.
Yeah.
Why is the autopsy result taking so long?
I don't know.
As in, I've been asking myself, believe me, even I was in the gym this afternoon.
You and your sister.
I was in the gym this afternoon, and I was playing MohBad music.
Driving school for night. When I don't come today. Ada, how are you doing?
Could be
this
better.
Is the first time you have actually sent a request. Normally, Nami they bring you come. So this must be important. Go ahead. Let me hear you.
No, but why I actually called DF was when you said something about my name. When you mentioned my name and you said driving, I just said DF. So, I mean, good evening. A lot has been happening here. This is not like one of my best moments, but yeah, something I'll tell you off the live. So I came here, not a lawyer, but I kind of have a little understanding about will. That's what we're talking about, Abby. Not what. So I brought up this will conversation with my dad 2-3 years ago. I told him about the need to write a will because I wouldn't want him to like kick the bucket and then my brothers, his brothers, and other people that I am not interested in my father's properties. He knows I am so not. So my dad actually felt I wanted to buy him. Or I wanted to buy it. I was like, no. Now, where am I going with this? That's to tell you that will is not something we have accepted in this part of the world. My dad is as old as Nigeria. He should be... Nigeria is 60 what?
60 something.
Yeah.
Because we have not achieved much, we don't count it too much.
My dad is as old as Nigeria. Now imagine a man that age. I had to bring up real conversation 2, 3 years ago. And he didn't buy it. But then I came back to Lagos. I brought it up again. Finally, he bought into the idea. He wrote the will. I haven't seen his will, but he has told me. Right? He has told me who owns this property, who owns that. So if somebody of that age is writing his will now, what's the authenticity that a 26-year-old MohBad wrote his? That's one. And again, a will is not something that, though it's termed secretive, but you must have witnesses. Because I know my father's witnesses. I know the lawyer. I know the 2 witnesses, one family, one friend. Yeah, just in case, so that nobody can doctor it when he's no more. Okay, so it's not something that is called secret. It's something that 1 or 2 persons will definitely know that it's something you've written somewhere. Because anything can be doctored. I mean, for all we know, if it's only the lawyer, what if the lawyer is greedy? What if you're gone and the lawyer doctors it, right? And I know my father's, this is not something I should say on the live, but I know my father's signature, right? Yes, I'm that close to him that I know so much about him. I know his signature. I mean, books comes to show, I'll be called to like sign and I will pass. It's that like that. But if somebody as old as my dad signed his, why would a 26-year-old thumbprint? It's so fishy. Honestly,
Now,
I am in the
update. His management have said there is no such thing as that will.
Okay,
And
thank you,
the
Daddy Freeze.
father never said he saw the will. He said it's more like he heard that there was a will.
But
So it is
okay.
more, in my humble opinion, I'm not a lawyer or a judge, but in my humble opinion, sounds more like hearsay.
Even though it's hearsay, when it comes to will, the management has nothing to do with his management. If I should write down, I don't have a will yet because I don't think I have a lot to. For everything I have, my younger brother is aware, and if I log out, he can. But God forbid. But I'm just saying, if he eventually, let's say he had a will, it has nothing to do with his management. Management is work. Will is your personal life. It's not everything you take down to management, yeah? Then the phrase you have your management. If you pen down your will now, you say, Amara, you have this dynasty.
There are some things that
If you say you have this. Do you understand? It's not everything you
is
tell your
not
management because it's
360
not
on
work
my life.
related.
Yes,
It's
yes.
not work related. Your management business will be your YouTube, your TikTok. That you can discuss with them. But your convert is none of their business.
That one is confidential.
Absolutely. You can say it's Baby Freeze or Amara or Yella, anybody. So management has no right to say, oh, Daddy Freeze did not tell me. It's none of your business. And again, now that he's no more, who actually runs this management? Because it's not even like he was in good terms with his PA or
We just woke up one day and saw
manager.
management, which is true. Please,
Thank
who are
you.
the management?
Even
Management, please introduce yourself. We want to meet
that's
you.
his personal PA, they were not in good terms because there were stories flying around that his PA, his manager, had affiliation with his previous record label. So right now, who owns this management that been putting out reports and it's just the stories are just conflicting. So let's just actually go with the hearsay that the dad heard. And how come he had a will the dad wasn't aware of?
I don't believe that story. That's
Because if I should write my will, I would definitely tell my dad, even though he doesn't have access to it. I'll tell him the secret amount of money I have in my
yes,
house.
it's not acceptable anywhere in the court of law. Yes,
Exactly.
it's not acceptable.
So we've just raised some questions. Who is the management? Is there really a will? Baba MohBad, please, we want to hear from you. Is there really a will?
Yes.
You
And if
understand?
there is one, we should need documentary evidence.
Exactly. Not just
I've
come on the line and
never
talk.
been a
Yes,
supporter
it's not
of
admissible.
DNA, but I think at this stage, everything just needs to, all the cards need to be put on the table.
Yes,
Absolutely. If there is a will,
At this
how come
stage,
the dad, the mom, nobody knows?
Nobody know.
my dad's will.
I want
of all
to play
his
to
kids,
Nigerian
I am
women to
aware.
support that DNA. That DNA must be done.
Please, people are just saying, yes, DNA
must be done.
is important,
DNA must be done.
definitely. I don't know why you guys are just sweet. This I don't know.
It's not bad.
About this. It's not bad, definitely.
Yes, not
but
bad.
I think the main point that we need to focus on is how to get justice for Mohbad.
That's where
the autopsy first. I'm so concerned by that. I don't even know today that the freezing. I was in the gym this afternoon, so I was playing the new music of Mohbad. Me and my girlfriend, and and something I just told my girlfriend. I said, why is it taking that long for this autopsy to come out? I say, this guy still not got justice. I didn't even know that the freezing. We wouldn't talk about.
Let me ask you a question.
Though I saw the interview.
Let me ask you all a question. What if the autopsy points to Mohbad and Mohbad alone?
Yes, that the freeze. Everybody will be, we all will be so free and no.
Have you thought about that?
Thinking.
What if his blood and his tissue samples come back positive for substance?
Then that's justice.
That's justice. That the freeze. That's justice.
I just want to say something again before I leave here. DNA be done or not, I just feel this is a dysfunctional family.
What did I say from the beginning? I said this is a family problem.
Exactly. There are people that will will almost everything they have to kids that are not theirs. Okay?
Yes, of course.
I have an idea of my father's will, and there is a building he gave to somebody. That's not his child. Yeah. Now tell me, if I was not aware, let's say he's not around, my brothers might probably fight if they have that in them to fight for properties. Like, why? But then there is me to say, oh, I've been know before now, no, calm down, I'm wish. So what if DNA proves that the boy is not his biologically, but then it was his desire for that boy to own everything? Things happen. People do things in marriages and they cover up. Yes. Every family has a secret.
Yes.
People are raising kids that are not theirs biologically, but before the public, that kid is theirs and they have accepted that child to be theirs. It's just so sad that things are happening this way, and if everything now proves that child is not his son, the family is not united to that they even
I don't have a doubt that child is MohBad's child. I don't even have a doubt about that. We cannot
say that. The only person that can say that the child is MohBad's child is the DNA result.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Daddy Freeze, I can bet money on that. Oh, Daddy Freeze, me, I know I can. If Daddy Freeze, me, I can bet money on that with you. I'm telling you, me, I know that child is MohBad's son.
Nobody can know 100%. Nobody can know, not even the mother, because sometimes you can give birth in the hospital and get your baby switched.
That will switch. Yes, of course. I've seen a situation like that.
Cannot know 100%.
That's true, but God.
So what I'm trying to say at the end of the day is I agree with Ada. Mohbad accepted the child in life, and that child is there.
Yes.
I also have a situation where I have an adopted child and I have some biological children from my previous marriage. My biological children did not know me when I started the Free Nation. They were out of my life. You understand? If they were not raised Free Nation doctrine, they were raised Pentecostal.
No.
Do you think I would trust them with overseeing what happens in the Free Nation if I'm gone? I was at Frank's party yesterday in a very lovely restaurant in Victoria Island.
Yeah, I saw you, Daddy Freeze.
And Frank's brother said something. He brought a lovely lady. He said, look, he told the lady, if you are not Free Nation, I will not marry you. And I was like, whoa. He said, no, you have to. Because I understand what happens when a man brings home a woman that doctor will tell her to go and do x-ray and she'll go and lick anointing oil. It's not everybody that cannot. But what am I trying to say at the end of the day is, they are my biological children and I love them. But they've been out of my life for so long that they've missed a whole journey.
Yeah.
On this journey, I have other children, biological and adopted, that followed me on that journey. They understand the journey. They worked with me throughout the journey. They sit down with me to make things happen. Because my former children are now biological, does that mean they have a larger claim than my children that are not biological? Does that mean someone like
Absolutely.
Adasef, that is my adopted child, does not have a claim to my life because she's not my biological daughter, but somebody who is my biological son, who has been out of my life for 7, 8 years, now has a claim simply because of biology? I don't hold biology as strong as bonds that we make. I left home when I was very young. I left home when I was 21, and I moved to Lagos. By the time I was 25, I was married. How did I get here? It's not my family. It's random people that helped me on the street. You understand? My former boss gave me a job, didn't know me from anywhere, worked with me. You understand? So I have relationships with people outside my bloodline that have been more beneficial or as beneficial as relationships with people who have been my bloodline. So I am never one of the people that would say because this is your biological son, you must inherit everything you have. I don't think with my emotions and my sentiments.
Daddy, please let me tell you one story. This is my son's story. Let me say when I lost my dad. Like when I lost my dad.
Okay, you know what? You want to go? Sorry. I said I wasn't going to spend more than 15
That's true.
minutes, and we have already spent 1 hour. Let me run.
That's true.
Take care, guys. Thank you so much. Ada, I'm calling you now.
All right,
Get off
guys.
the phone.
Good night.
Bye, guys. God bless you.